Hey guys, so a little bit of backstory behind this one. This game mode is called Entourage, I think, or something. It's a French word by the looks of it. I don't know. Sorry if I pronounce that wrong. Basically, this is Entourage, as you can see in the bottom left, and it's a new adversary mode on PS4. Don't know if it's on Xbox, but it's in GTA 5. It's a new adversary mode. There's a target who gets a crap load of weapons and a lot of armor. 3 pistols on this map that I was certainly playing on, and a lot of other equipment. There are bodyguards who are still pretty well equipped. They don't have as much armor, but they basically get enough weapons to survive. And there are the assassins who are on the other team. They get light combat armor and not very many weapons. The trick here is though that the target obviously only has 1 life. The bodyguards usually have up to 3 or 4 lives, and the assassins have unlimited lives. So the assassins are basically cannon fodder. The bodyguards have to be careful about who they attack, how they run up. The target especially has to be careful if he gets caught out in the open, how many people got firing at him, you know, where he positions himself. And this was a new game mode. I'd only just started playing on it for a little while, and I was just getting used to it. And I was just, you know, trying to earn some quick money, since it's double reputation, double money if you play Entourage. And basically I earned about 70k from this match, I think, on the end or something like that. I basically ended up clutching this because all of my bodyguards died. Once the bodyguards have lost all lives, by the way, they have to spectate, but they can't tell the bodyguard. I'm pretty sure you can't spectate the target. You have to I mean, oh god, what am I saying? The bodyguards who have died and they don't have any more lives, they can't spectate the enemy assassins. They have to spectate the target, so they can't tell the target where they're coming from, what's happening. So the target's basically probably going to die from then on in, unless it's good. And I managed to basically clutch this and kill all of my bodyguards died, and I managed to get to the end somehow. I did get a message or two off a few people saying, you know, how'd you win at the end, because I went into an underground tunnel and the objective was above me, but I still managed to get it. But basically, as you can see, they get normal assault rifles. We get a lot more kind of equipment, a lot of armor. As you can see, you get a heavy kind of, what's that, like combat armor? Heavy combat vest. You get a bulletproof helmet. And your bodyguards get kind of like bulletproof vests, and they don't get bulletproof helmets, but they get a lot more equipment. Usually people go with the special carbines. Tips for Entourage: just take cover a lot, check who's around you. If you're not surrounded by teammates, then fall back a bit, you know what I mean? Just watch your corners and your radar, because your radar does really help. And if you're the target, make sure that you stay within the range of the yellow, and just make sure that you cover yourself in bodyguards. And just remember, as a target, you know, you're not completely useless. If someone does like come after you, you can't just turn around and shoot them unless you've lost all of your armor. Then you are basically a juggernaut from that point on. So what makes the assassins special is the fact that the assassins don't have to stay within the yellow ring, whereas the bodyguards obviously need to stay near enough to the target to protect him or her, whilst also keeping themselves alive long enough to protect him. And as an assassin, the advantage is you can kind of flank. If you sneak, you do not appear on the radar, which really does help, and you can kind of, if you play the maps enough, and if you get to know the maps, see that guy's obviously got to know the map a little bit, because he got himself into a pretty good position on the roof. You can see the bodyguards flashing on there. That means that they're under attack, and that bodyguard did get a bit messed up, and gets even more messed up when she walks forward. Basically, just roll around a lot, kind of take cover, be conservative about your ammo as well, don't just go spraying all over the place. It is pretty good to suppress fire though, but don't just go walking out in the middle of nowhere. I went to get some more health, so I obviously rolled over here, and as you can see I rolled across the street. Not many people, because nobody can lock onto you when you roll. And as you can see, there's a person comes up this way, and he goes down the alleyway, and it causes a bit of trouble. But basically, tips for Entourage: just keep yourself covered, surround yourself with bodyguards, don't go too far into the open. If you're an assassin, try and flank, and try and get around the enemy. Don't stick your head out too often, and wait until the enemy has to kind of reload. And also, the bodyguards and the target get explosives like RPGs, grenade launchers, and grenades, so watch out for that. Hi Dom.
Immortals.
Hello.
What are you playing? What are you
on
playing?
I'm playing that new Entourage mod.
I hate that.
All of my bodyguards have seemingly died. I'm now underground and I've just killed everybody about 5 times over. Like the entire assassin team.
Mega bought his Pegasi yet?
I don't know.
Did you ever finish off that Pacific Standard heist?
Mm-hmm.
Did Mega join in with it?
I don't think we did, I can't remember.
Rook Assault and Twilight of Hoth. Brilliant game. Why does it keep on changing my card set?
Did I just win? Did I actually just win? Oh my god, I won. I fucking won.
Oh, baby, it's triple!
I now believe I am deaf.